Hello everybody and welcome back to Love Live School Idol Festival. Today I'm going to finally do my whole team video and show off my teams and tell you guys how I built my teams and give you guys a little bit of advice on what worked for me but might not necessarily work for you, but I think overall it might be helpful just to know some things that I've learned over the, couple weeks that I've been gathering information for this. So first of all, I just want to say that I am definitely not an expert when it comes to this. Most of my information came from the Reddit, or actually from Erin Cerise's team building video that she did forever ago that I used initially to start building my teams better and help them become more optimal. So really, I might be regurgitating information, but this isn't really meant to be a 100% information video. It's more to just show you what I've done and what kind of works for me. Originally, I did want this to be like a fully packed with information video, but because I've had to put it off and because just things have been so busy for me recently, I can't and I couldn't take the time to fully put together information that I was comfortable just giving to you as the 100% truth and what should be followed. So with that being said, I'm just going to now show you my 3 quote-unquote Muse teams and my 3 Aqua teams that I use for events and other things. So this team A is basically just what I use when I swap around my centers, so that one can be ignored. This one is my quote-unquote Muse Smile team. It does have a few Aqua cards on it, but that's because it fits with the skill. Obviously this is a second year's Smile team because Honoka, my center, has that skill, and that was the one that I felt was most beneficial. Obviously I do have this one that is also a second year Smile, but I had this for a while, and Honoka really did do more for my team than that Kotori did, and I used to have this as my center for a while until I got the Kotori, until I got the Honoka. So when I had this, I had a completely different build. It was all first years, and it was very much Aqua heavy, so it wasn't even really Muse anymore, it was just Aqua, so I found myself not really using it as often. I would typically move to my Aqua team, like my fully Aqua team. So this is what it looks like now. I'm very thankful that I was able to get a second year center so that I could have mostly Kotori, because that's most of my cards, honestly. I mostly have Kotori because I scout for Kotori often. So not a lot of these are score ups. Obviously Honoka isn't. This is a stamina card, and I haven't been able to mess with their skill slots yet. I will discuss that a little bit later in the video, but the sheet is a stamina card. Okay, I've leveled her up quite a bit just because I had a lot of this as a dupe. So she's currently at level 4 and she does wonders for my team. And this is a timer. What are the other ones? This is definitely a scorecard. She's been leveled up. Oops, went wrong way. This is a timer. This is a score up. I specifically tried to make sure that I had this card on my team just because it was a score, and this is also a score. So I don't have very many scores on my team, but that's because I just don't have many scores that are of this, skill. So moving on to probably my favorite team to date, because it's just so powerful when I use it. My quote-unquote Muse Pure team. So obviously I have my Dream You Are China Dress Kotori as my center, and she is a score up. I love her to death. She does wonders for my team. I have this beautiful Angel Rico that is a timer on my team. I've got my beautiful birthday limited Kotori that's been leveled up quite a bit. I've been trying to level up this and China Dress a lot because I know they're going to help my team the most. And then I have this Yo that I got, and I had quite a few dupes of her, so she's been leveled up quite a bit. I haven't, as you probably noticed on the home screen, I haven't been able to play a whole lot since I got those cards. I obviously have Overflow LP that I haven't even been able to get through, but that's just because everything just got so busy for me so fast, and I just haven't been able to play this game, and it's killing me. But this is also a timer, and this Chica's a timer, and my initial Kotori SSR that I love, even though I really hate initials. She's been leveled up quite a bit. She's well on her way to level 5. She activates a lot, and she's really good on my team, and I feel like she is... Oh, and this is my first Kotori UR ever, and she has been a staple on my team ever since. And here is Wonderland Yo, and then I think we are back at the beginning. So basically with this one, it's second years, so I use literally any powerful second years card that I could scrounge up, and it's very beneficial because this team scores very well. Not as well as people who wail, but it's still good. And this is my newest team that I've built. I don't use it often, and I haven't been able to really test it out to see if it works very well, but just for reference, this is my old Muse cool team, and it was not the best thing ever. It does have quite a few URs on it and an SSR, a couple SSRs, but it did not hold up with score, especially in score matches, so I stopped using it for a while, and then I started to try to build up this team. So obviously Cop Tori is my center, and it was a really difficult decision to kind of move my cool team over to this, but it does perform way better than the other one. So even with this not so great center skill that she has, this team is much better than the other one. So I've got that. I've got this Wedding Rico that I got in, I believe, in my universe scouting video. I don't remember, but she really was the catalyst whenever I got her and I was able to idolize her, that I was finally able to think about making a second year's cool team. So then we have this Honk that I've had for quite a while. I think I got her when I scouted for Magician Kotori. I got them both in the same scout. That was before I started recording my scouts. And then I've got this Harak Kotori, this Little Devil Kotori, China Dress Umi, which I got on her last birthday, and I think it's leveled up a little bit. Yeah, it's level 2. I'll probably end up leveling her up a little bit more. Here is this Yo, and Festival Kotori, which I got recently. I don't remember what video it was, but it was oh no, I got this whenever Christmas was around, and I used my tickets, so I got that from that. And here is Initial Umi, who hasn't been leveled up because I haven't gotten very many dupes of her because I don't scout in Muse, and I didn't scout on her birthday, which was unfortunate, but I really wanted to. But the third year's limiteds are coming soon, and I wanted to make sure I had enough to empty that box. So that is my second year's cool team. I realize I'm going a little bit fast, but I am going to try to get through this a little bit quickly since this is just more of me just showing my teams. So with these, they are mostly Muse, so I do typically try to use these more in Muse events because I believe that Muse cards get some kind of boost whenever they are played on with Muse songs. So that's why I have 6 separate teams, so that I make sure I have my Muse songs covered and my Aqua songs covered in events. If that's wrong, please let me know, because I remember reading about that, but that was a long time ago, so let me know. Okay, so here is my cool Aqua team. My Aqua teams are pretty much 100% Aqua except for that Nozomi right there, just because she fit so well and I really liked her and I wanted her to stay. So one by one, let's go through these. This is my beautiful Autumn Daya that I got, and as you can see with my Aqua teams, I do have their skill slots, how the guide that I'm going to talk about in a little bit told me to set them up, and I will say now that it did benefit my scores, so that's why I'm going to leave that for now. But just as a little side note, that is going to be talked about soon. So also here is my Christmas Nozomi stamp card. Here is my Circus Ruby. She's not a 3rd years, but because she is a UR and I don't have very many Aqua URs as of right now, she still fit on here, and I wanted to make sure she did because that UR boost really helps. Here is Mermaid Daya. She's a stamp card. I don't think I have very many score up cards. Here's this Event Mari, and this Fruits Kanan, and what is this Kanan? I don't remember off the top of my head. Is this, yeah, okay, this is like the farm whatever Kanan, and my beautiful Halloween Daya. Beautiful girl, she's been leveled up quite a bit. And this Daya, and I think we're back at the beginning. So that is my cool Aqua team. And this is also the newest addition to my teams. Once my universe scouting video was over, I basically went into team building mode and I found all of the Azalea cards that I could that would fit on a team and be good. So I think I have my old, is this my old one? No, it is not. This might be my old one. This is my old Aqua Smile team. And it's not great. I very rarely used it. And I am very thankful to have this one now. So starting with the center, here is Universe Hanamaru, who's a timer card. And then I have another Hanamaru who's a timer card. Not a tiny card, timer card. My beautiful Universe Daya. It's a stamp card. I haven't been able to level up these URs as much because I'm running out of level skill up cards. But typically what I try to do is level up each of my URs to at least level 2, just so they have that extra level. Here is this Valentine's Hanamaru, I believe. Yes. Who is a score up card. This Daya, who is a score up card. Halloween Kanan. Halloween Daya, who I'm probably going to try to level up some more just because she is a score up card and her score up isn't the best, like point wise, but for the fact that I have so many perfect lock cards on this team, I'm able to get enough perfects for this card to actually make a difference on this team. And here is beautiful little Fairy Tale Daya. She's been leveled up quite a bit. She is the reason why Universe Hanamaru and Universe Daya haven't been leveled up at all. And here is New Year's Kanan. And we are back at the beginning. Oh, she has been leveled up. I guess Universe Daya just hasn't been leveled up yet, but that's okay, she'll get there. And then for my last team, here is my pure Aqua team. I know it's Azalea, and I wish I didn't have to have those 2 Yos there, but they are pretty powerful when it comes to the rest of my cards as a whole, and I don't have enough Azalea cards to fit the whole team, so they are placeholders for now. I'm hoping that in the future I get more pure Azalea cards that can replace them to help boost that a little bit. So let's start with the center. Obviously is Valentine's Daya. I'm hoping that I can idolize her soon so I can give her that extra boost. Fruits Daya, Angel Kanan, Fall, Autumn Kanan, Halloween Hanamaru, Cheer Daya, Valentine's V1 card on, Wonderland Yo, and then Summer Beach Yo. And these I have not been able to mess with their skills as much because I ran out of the good skills that I needed, but they are optimal for the skill that I have left. So that is basically just my teams. Compared to others, they're probably not the best teams you've ever seen in the universe, but they do work for me and the cards that I have currently. I do have 3 Alright, as I was saying before, my phone crashed. I do have 3 perfect lock teams that I use in like Osampo rallies, I think they're called, or whatever they're called on EN. That's what I use them for whenever they have the, you have to get a certain amount of perfects to get this reward thing. That's what I use them for. I just use the app's official like team building, so like I did auto formation, and for this one I did cool. And then I did timing and unspecified. At the end I do have a card that I was trying to bond up in the last one, so I will do that, but otherwise that's just how I build. Well, that's missing one, probably because it was a rare that I was bonding up, but that's what I do. Apparently I don't have enough smile, or I was just trying to bond to this. I was just trying to bond this. So that's just what I'll do for perfect, especially with those kinds of events, because I'm not really caring about the score for those so much after a certain point. At that point it's just me trying to fulfill the goals. So that's what those are used for. If I'm trying to go for score, then I'll do it myself, and I'll use like a team builder, like a calculator to figure it out. But other than that, I just do that. So to discuss the skills that I mentioned earlier, I will use my pure team because I know they have all of the skills. So basically, what I did to figure out what I wanted to do was I just googled optimal school idol skills, and it took me to a Reddit post that I will link in my description, because obviously I didn't come up with this and I want to credit my sources. So, and I will also leave a link for a 4.0 team builder that I didn't use, but I did find in my research that might be helpful for you if you want to look at it. Though this post is, I think, let me see, I think it's from 2 years ago, but it still worked for me quite a bit. I did notice a dramatic change in my score once I started using what the calculations were telling me to use. So hopefully I can insert this image for you to look at, but right now Kotori has a pure veil equipped. And previously I had a pure cross and a pure kiss on her. And I thought that that was the most optimal thing I could be using. But apparently I was wrong. So according to this image, you can see where it says average UR, and from there I went up to where my base card stat was without any skills, just with like the max bond, max level base pure skill was, and it was well above the 50,000 range where average UR is, you go straight up, and it said veil, and I was like, that's crazy talk, because I've never heard of anybody using pure veils. Everybody tells you to use a cross and a kiss if you have 4, or like a cross and what is it, a ring, I think? I don't think it's a ring. Whoop. But anyway, let's see, what is it? What's gonna bother me now? It's a pure ring. Okay, pure cross, pure ring for a idolized UR that has 5 skill slots. So when I discovered this, my mind was blown. I will admit my mind was blown, and I did a couple test runs with my teams, which you should do before you decide to do this. I did a couple test runs, and I wrote down these scores for each one. I made sure I played the same song, I made sure I had the same amount of, like, I pretty much tried to keep my combo as close as possible for what I was trying to write down. So if I got a full combo, and then another full combo, and another full combo, I wrote those down, but if I happened to not get a full combo, then I did not write that down. So then when I switched my skills over, my skill slots and everything over, I would write those down, and then I averaged them all out. And it turned out that with these veils, if I can click on it, please tell me my phone's not gonna crash again, okay. With the veil equipped on this, and let's see, she's got a veil, she's got a veil, she has this because I ran out of veils, so that's got that. Alright, see, she's got a veil. So I basically went with my most powerful ones, and I put the veils on them, and then the other ones got the cross and the kiss, because that is the second most powerful thing to use. So with that, it turned out that my scores dramatically increased. Now, I don't know if that's because I've got the skill up advantage or what, but that is what worked for me. And I will show you again. I did that. Did I do it on this one? I don't know. No, this one has the old way that I used to do this. So this has the cross and the ring, and she has the cross and the kiss. I'm not, yeah, the cross and the kiss, and the cross and the kiss. This one needs fixed. This one needs fixed right now. I'll do it later though. Alright, let's do it now. So, since she has 3, and I don't have the patience right now to just go through here and put on veils. I probably don't have any more, honestly. No, I don't. Do I not have a... Oh, that's why I don't have any for her. Okay, never mind. But I've lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. So with these, I have the old ones that I used to use, so you can get a little look into what my teams used to look like, and it's purely because I just don't have any more veils to use, or like optimal, can I please click this? Optimal school idol skills to use. So I just use the next best thing, and honestly, it still works. It's not the best, but it works, and that's really all that matters when it comes to it, as long as you have your skills optimized, not skills optimized, skills, like skill levels up to where you feel comfortable with them, especially your score up cards. You should still be able to score fine. You won't be able to be in like the top tiers, but you'll still do fine. So I think with this one, this is why I don't have that many pure veils left, because they're all here. So this Dia has the cool aura and the cool ring. So this is a 5 skill card, and I will put up the image, hopefully, if I learned how to do that. I'm a little slow when it comes to video editing. But, so, for this, where it says average idolized UR, I went up from there, and she was well above the 50,000. She was getting close to the 60,000 there, and what I did there was it placed me in the ring and aura, which I was honestly surprised. I thought it was going to put me in ring and cross, but it put me in ring and aura, so that is what I did. I'm getting a little repetitive here, but this is probably the last one I'm going to discuss. See, this one has the veil. This one has the veil. Ooh, she has the veil. She has the aura. Yes, she has the aura. She has the aura. She has the veil. She has the veil. She's got the veil. Alright, so with all of them, with the veil and the aura and all that kind of comp, when I averaged out my scores, I wish I still had this paper. I can't find it. I wrote it down specifically so that I could tell you what the score difference was. But I do know it was also a significant change. So just from that alone, I was fully confident in the fact that this could work for anybody, honestly. If you want to try it out, let me know what happens because I'm really curious, because I want to know if it works only for some people, and it depends on your... It's obviously going to depend on your card comp, but it's worth a shot, and I feel like that is the one piece of advice that I can pass on to you if you didn't already know that, because I know a lot of people just tell you to put on a cross and a ring, or like a cross and a kiss, and this was like a big deal for me. So I hope that even though this was a little jumbled and not as put together as I wanted it to be, it was still a little insightful and helpful for you. I know it took me a very long time to get this video up, and I do apologize, but that's just how my life is going right now. So yeah, I want to reiterate that I'm not an expert, and if you do have any questions, I am here and I will answer them to the best of my ability, or I will point you in the direction of where you can get your question answered. In the description I will have everything that I discussed listed, the different Reddit posts. I will put Erin Cerise's team building video, any other team building videos that I can find that I have time to watch and are helpful. It might take me a while to get more than just hers up, just because I have a lot going on, but if you want to check back every so often, I might have a new thing listed in the description. And yeah, that's it for this video. I've been recording for 30 minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but hopefully it wasn't just a big ramble, and hopefully it did help you in some aspects. So I don't know what my next video will be, but I'm hoping that it's limited diet and that I am able to get her without having to empty out the whole box. So I will see you all then. Bye!